This last day of September is not like any other day in Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia. It's the day before the referendum on the Spanish region's independence. The vote is illegal according to the Spanish Constitutional Court. But the pro-independence parties governing Catalonia are going ahead with the preparations anyway. Separatists are setting up polling stations in schools, and families are being invited to sleep over, in a bid to protect the hidden ballot boxes from police intervention. Thais, a mother of two, calls the all-night action a welcome school party.
We are here because we want to exercise our right to vote. We believe this place should be open tomorrow, so we are making sure that with all these activities we are organising, this place will be available tomorrow for people to come and vote.
A few years ago, only a small minority of Catalans were in favour of breaking away from Spain. But the situation has changed. Separatism has gained momentum, taking on board hundreds of thousands of ordinary people like Thais.
What was the reason that you decided to join this fight for independence?
There were plenty of reasons, but probably the most decisive was in 2010, not just for me personally, but for many other people too, when Catalonia's Statute of Autonomy was abolished by the Spanish Constitutional Court. A lot of people got sick and tired of all of this, including myself and many of my friends, so we thought that right now is the time to start changing things for real.
Catalan society is divided. Those in favour of staying with Spain are often called the silent majority. There are many of them, but they are less visible. Today, the day before the referendum, this silent majority has decided to make its voice heard. 2 years ago, Gibert founded a pro-unity organisation called Grassroots Spaniards. Today, he and his friends are nervous. They're preparing for a unity march in the streets of Barcelona.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Hans. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Let's do some filming here around, if it's okay.
Okay, it's okay, but if it's possible, that three girls don't would like to appear in the TV because they are afraid.
Yeah, I see that you have the European flag here around. Actually, what is the reason that you are using the European flag actually for your demonstration?
We are sure that Catalonia we are not going to remain in Europe if it's separated from Spain. Maybe it could go again into Europe after some years, but it will be hard years for Catalonia.
Until now, pro- and anti-independence Catalans have mostly managed to live side by side, bound by cross-community links, exchanging jokes rather than insults. But will this peaceful coexistence survive growing tensions?
One more question. Are you afraid of violence?
Some violence could happen against us. It's hard to express our ideas freely because the power of the mass, no? Because they try to say us that we are not democrat, and this is the problem. We want to express ourselves, and we want to express different ideas that they have.
As night falls, we return to Thais' school. Where are the ballot boxes? It's a secret, no one will tell us. As the children play, some 50 parents arrive for the night with mats and sleeping bags. Thais is nervous. News has come in that there's been a police intervention at a nearby youth centre. When we ask her why children are being put at risk, she argues that playing with kids is not illegal. Nor is the vote, she says.
Many people are saying that this referendum is illegal. What is your answer, your reaction to this?
This is not illegal. It is not illegal because a law was approved by the Parliament of Catalonia to give us a chance to organise this referendum, so we should be able to vote. This is linked to the Parliament of Catalonia, and the Parliament represents the people.
Si no podem desfer
On referendum day, we get up before sunrise. Hundreds of people have gathered at Thais' school.
Thank you, it's very nice. Since when you are waiting here and what you are doing?
We arrive at 5 o'clock this morning to protect the voting boxes.
Yeah.
People think that here it has been a democracy after Franco, but it's been a false democracy.
Why you're calling this a false democracy?
Well, if you think that's normal that they close webs, that we can't meet, that we can't vote, is that a democracy?
The prosecutor's office of Catalonia has ordered the regional police, known as the Mossos, to stop the illegal casting of votes. 20 to 8 in the morning, 2 officers turn up.
¿Y algún portaveu aquí? Vindríem a retirar urnes o papeletes en cas de veure-les. Tenim alguna cosa per aquí? Podríem accedir? No hi ha res.
We receive insider information that the president of the Catalan parliament, Carme Forcadell, is planning to vote at another school in Sabadell, north of Barcelona. As we make our way there, we see an impressive number of police vans.
Let's go. Then go to the school we are going. We have to be quick. Come.
Replacing the regional Mossos units, the national police takes over.
The police just broke into this school. This school is a polling station for the independence vote. They forced their way into it and dragging out the people. The voting cannot take place here in this school.
When I was a student under Franco's regime, it was the same.
As the police retreat, we're told by our source that the president of the Catalan parliament is switching to Plan B and is off to another school to cast her vote. Carme Forcadell, president of the Catalan parliament and member of the left-leaning breakaway party Esquerra Republicana, is here to cast her ballot. For her, this is a lifetime achievement.
I have exercised my right to vote. I am proud for the citizens of this country. They showed the world their civic responsibility, their pacifism and their love for democracy.
Carme Forcadell is one of the leading voices of the Catalan independence movement, a precious contact in the inner circle of the separatist movement. Later, we catch up with Oriol Junqueras, number 2 of the Catalan government, and Jordi Sanchez, one of the masterminds of the separatist movement, as they leave a meeting. Sanchez heads the ANC, the Catalan National Assembly, an organisation that seeks Catalonia's political independence. It is considered one of the main driving forces behind the separatist movement, along with Òmnium, headed by Jordi Cuixart, which defends Catalan culture and language. Jordi Sanchez and Jordi Cuixart are the faces and the voices of the many civil society groups pushing for independence. The duo embodies Catalan nationalism.
Molt bé. Hola.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. One question answer. Great.
This is a fantastic day. It's a demonstration of democracy by Catalan citizens who've shown great civic strength. The repression from the Spanish state has been unrestrained. The Spanish government is the shame of Europe. The people of Catalonia have won their right to be recognized as a free nation of this world.
Everybody knows that the conflicts needs political solutions, not violence. And following the Article number 7 of the European Constitution that say that if one state uses the violence against the citizen of Europe, this state will be out of the European Union. And this is exactly what Spain do today with the Catalan population. And it needs a big rectification from Prime Minister Rajoy.
How do you feel after this day? Do you feel happy or angry?
Es un momento de gran felicidad y también de responsabilidad.
It's a moment of great happiness, but also of huge responsibility.
De formar parte de un país.
The feeling of belonging to a country which could resist this repression, just to exercise its right to democracy, this should be recognized by people all around Europe.
The day after the vote, we meet Jordi Sanchez in front of the Catalan government's headquarters. Just 43% of voters took part in the referendum. Those who were pro-Spain stayed at home, arguing that the vote was illegal. We ask Sanchez how a referendum with just 43% turnout can be considered valid.
There should be no question over the need for a minimum turnout. Never before in any referendum in Spain has there been a required level of participation. Even the European Constitution was adopted in Spain with a turnout of less than 50%.
We meet up again with pro-unity activist Gibert. As a student, he spent some time in Chicago, where one of his roommates was part of Barack Obama's campaign team. He learned about the power of social media and the impact of grassroots movements, and decided to create his own NGO to fight for Spanish unity.
Your regional or national or whatsoever identity. Explain us.
I'm from Barcelona, from Catalonia, from Spain, also from Europe. It's not one identity with other are against. No, here in Catalonia, the people is talking about if you are Catalan, you couldn't be Spanish. No, but in my opinion, Spanish is the mixture between people from Castilla and people from Catalonia. No, and this is my idea of Spain.
On day 4, we meet up with Carme Forcadell again, this time in her hometown of Sabadell. Pro-independence groups have called a general strike. She allows our camera to follow her. Forcadell was a teacher before going into local politics and becoming a street activist. Shortly after joining the ANC, she was elected head of the separatist organization before handing over to Jordi Sanchez.
It's a bittersweet emotion. I'm very sad about what happened yesterday, but I'm also very happy about the way the citizens of this country reacted.
Do you still respect the Spanish Constitution?
Above all, I respect human rights, the right to self-determination and the right of all people to decide over their own future. I believe that fundamental rights and democratic freedom are above any constitution and above international law.
De qualsevol constitució de qualsevol país. I les lleis internacionals també.
all those people here, they feel united, but other people feel excluded. A lot of people here. Isn't there a risk that there's a split of society?
No hi ha risc. Evidentment, Catalunya és un país molt plural.
No risk. Catalonia is a very pluralistic country, and I am proud of this plurality. There are people who want independence, and there are people who legitimately don't want independence. And I totally respect this. It is not about being Catalan or not. There are many people who are not Catalan, who feel Spanish and who speak Spanish, and some of them also want Catalonia to be independent. It is not about people's origins.
La independència de Catalunya, perquè no es tracta d'orígens.
In Parliament, the first cracks are starting to appear between the three ruling pro-independence parties. It's a tough day for Carme Forcadell. She's trying to hammer out a common position. The question is, should they make an immediate declaration of independence? That's the wish of the radical far-left CUP. The more moderate pro-independence parties are calling for dialogue. Forcadell's assistant tells us that many leading Catalan politicians risk prosecution, including Forcadell herself. Separatism is a serious offence. At the other end of the political spectrum is Xavier García Albiol, the president of the Conservative People's Party in Catalonia. He is a staunch defender of Spanish unity.
What is your main message for Europe, how this deadlock can be solved?
The democratic institutions of Spain are not going to allow the regional government of Catalonia to carry out this coup d'etat. They won't succeed. So, the democratic state of Spain will use all of the resources and all of the tools at its disposal accordingly.
Gracias.
Will the two sides reach some form of dialogue, or is further confrontation inevitable? Maybe the answer lies in an early election.